Hi and welcome back. Nice to have the chance to have a chat. I've been listening to salespeople and their business owners in recent weeks telling me there's a shortage of listings. Listings are very hard to get. And I'm going, really? I look on TradeMe and I look on realestate.co and in the newspapers, and there's an abundance of listings. Yes, not as many as there were before, but somebody's listing them, somebody's selling them. So why not you, I say? They want to know what to do to get a listing, what DLEs to drop and what marketing to do and what databases to do and what newsletter stuff to do. And really, quite frankly, it's a waste of time if they think listings are hard. It's a waste of money. It's a waste of effort if they think there aren't any listings to be had. Wouldn't it be better to think there's an abundance of listings? There's an abundance of listings and they're coming to me now. Imagine taking that mind thought to your new listing presentation rather than, oh dear, listings are tough. You see, how you think and how you talk manifests the results that you get. Reminds me of a time I was counselling a salesperson a few years ago who came to see me because his boss said he was a real negative drain. Yes, the brand was no good. The boss wasn't training him, interest rates were too high, he wasn't on, nothing came on floor time when he was on floor time, his callbacks didn't bring him any business, his database newsletter didn't do anything, and he's just sick of dropping DLEs because no one called him. And he wore this defeat, he wore this negativity on his face, and he wore this negativity in his posture. And after 40 minutes of listening to him tell me of all the things that were wrong, and all the reasons why it wasn't working for him, I had to ask him a question. You see, I asked him, seeing how you feel and hearing how you talk, I have to ask you a very simple question. Would you list your house with you? That set him bolt upright. And it was like a moment of a flash of blinding obvious to him. It was him that was causing the fact that he had no listings. It was his attitude, his words, and his behaviour. And it was like, wow, the door opened for him at that moment. So when you're sitting there thinking, wow, it's a bit tougher than it was, is that because you're thinking that way and acting that way? Or could you take a moment and say, wow, there's an abundance of listings, let's go get some. You know, it's not about always what you're doing. It's about what you're saying. It's about what you're thinking. So check your thinking today and go and get a listing.